going to be doing some power-ups. So power-ups are a great way of really strengthening your dog's rear, their core, their front end. It has a lot of benefits for your dog. So you get to use a prop. This is pretty high for a dog this size. So I would suggest starting with something, maybe like 6 inches tall, depending on the size of your dog. This dog is pretty strong, pretty fit, so I can use something a little bit higher. What your dog is gonna do, I'm just gonna move him so he's straight. He's gonna come in front of the prop. He's gonna sit, and then he's gonna do paws up and power up onto it. Sit, paws up. Sit, paws up. Sit, paws up. Sit, paws up. Good. I'm gonna give him a little break. So you watch both dimensions of this exercise down. So you want to watch the dog powering up and also the dog coming down off of this. Most dogs, you're going to see the fatigue coming down versus going up. Going up is easier for them. Dogs are front wheel drive, so when they go, when they're powering up like that, that's a muscle movement they do a lot. The coming down is not something dogs do a lot, so you're going to want to watch that. This dog is pretty fit. So 5 for him is probably a good place for me to hang out for now. I would probably be doing about 2 or 3 with a dog who hasn't done this before, and then give them a pretty long break in between. So I would do, you might alternate this with something else. So you might do, 2 or 3 of this, and then maybe you would do work on your backups for a minute, and then you'd come back to this, do 2 or 3, then work on your backups for a minute, and then do that again. So I would do maybe 3 sets, depending on how your dog is reacting to this. This is very difficult for your dog, so you want to be aware of that and really watch the form here. So I'm going to have Bruno do it again. Good boy. So the other thing I'm looking for here is I want a really nice straight spine here when he goes up into the power up. I want his legs nice and perpendicular to the ground. Those legs are nice and strong there. And then when he goes into that sit, he's going to push back, and then he's going to power up again. Sit. Sit. Pause up. Sit. Pause up. Sit. Pause up. Good. He's being he's showing me really good form. He's really nice and strong in this exercise. This is a great way of tiring your dogs out, especially if you're tossing some. So a variation you could do on this could be something where you have the dogs go away from you. They come and sit, paws up, and then you toss the treat away from you. So I'm going to toss this way because you guys can see more that way. That was not intended, that jumping up there. Sit, paws up, and then I toss the treats to get him to run. They're all stuck to my hand because of dog slobber. Then as he comes back, I ask him to sit, paws up, good. And then I would toss the treat again to get him to run. And if you have more space, you can definitely use more space here. Sit, paws up. I just want to restrict how far I'm throwing the treat so you guys can still see the dog on camera. But you could throw this, a good 20 feet or something like that to get the dog really running, and then they come back, they sit here, and then they power up. I would also have them go back down into a sit before I throw the treat, just because I want to work both sides of the muscle groups there.